Good evening, everyone. Right, so we finished Harvestella last week, so we're going to start a new game, I think. Right, who have we got here? What is this? Oh, Alpha. He's so adorable. What's that with him though?
Head for the tower in the sands. You're certain to find what you seek there.
Interesting. Tower in the sands. Or maybe I can.
Here we are.
Oh, it's
this is the tower in the sands. It harbors timeless power, if you believe the rumors. Ready, buddy?
Glad to see you're raring to go. First, let's take a look inside that bag of yours. In the menu with triangle and select items to see what's in the bag. The bag can only carry so much stuff at once, so keep an eye on your items. All right, buddy?
Great. Then let's get this adventure started.
So triangle. Let's go to options first. Okay, I can turn this one back up. Mixer. It was super loud before. Okay. Maybe one more. Okay, let's see, what have we got in our bag? Nothing. Why did you tell me to look in there instead? Abilities, Chocobo kick. Attack a foe one tile ahead of you. Okay. Key items, we have a bag and a key. An old satchel made of ratty fabric. Okay, that doesn't sound too great. Hey, this is a mysterious dungeon. The layout of a mysterious dungeon changes each time you enter. See those items lying on the ground over there? Dungeons like this always have lots of stuff to find. Looks like a pair of talons and a saddle. Those will come in handy. Go over and grab them so you can equip them. Okay. I know they're just a basic pair of talons and a saddle, but they're better than nothing. Got it? Then let's get moving. Okay, let's go pick these things up. Okay, so you just have to walk over them. Okay, so do I equip from items? Yeah. Equip. Oh, that's annoying, it takes you out of the menu. You can't equip both things without having to keep opening it. Okay, so wearing a rusty saddle and rusty talons. Can I actually see him wearing those? Say, buddy, are you getting hungry? I see some star greens over there. Munch on those and you'll be fighting fit again in no time. Select the Jizzle greens from the items menu and select eat to chow down. If you go too long between meals, you'll not only get hungry, but you'll start losing HP as well, so don't forget to snack. Okay. I think he actually needs to eat anything right now. He's like almost 100%. We'll save those. Oh, look over there. When you find treasure, more often than not, it's protected by traps. But don't worry, a trap like that's not going to stop us. Ready for this, Chocobo? If you hold down R1, you'll move diagonally. Use diagonal movement to avoid traps.
Sloppy!
Come on, let's go. Hey, Quantum, how you doing? Okay. We avoid the traps. Whoa there, Chocobo. Watch your step. I've got a hunch there's an invisible trap hidden here. Well, how are we supposed to know if it's invisible? Use X to attack and uncover the trap. Oh, okay, this is just useless. We're not going to be able to uncover things. You can't even see where they are. Can't go around like pressing X on every single square. It's insane. Wait a sec. Before you use those stairs, buddy, in a mysterious dungeon, once you go to a new floor, you can't turn back. That means that if you forget to pick up an item or didn't search an area, you're out of luck once you use those stairs. But if you're sure you haven't forgotten anything, then let's push on. How's your weekend going, Quantum? Okay, let's go down the stairs. Looks like we finally came across an enemy. Now, Chocobo, in a dungeon like this, it's really important to keep track of your turns. See, whenever you move or act, the enemy moves or acts too. Make sure you remember that above all else. Try taking a swing and make the enemy walk into range. Always fight on your own terms. Alright, now take this baddie out so we can get on our way. Okay, the quack noise is a bit annoying. Okay, the movement's a bit weird, but I think I can probably live with it. There sure are a lot of enemies in this room. Let's fight them off in the passageway behind me. No matter how strong you are, being outnumbered is bad news. Keep your battles one-on-one whenever possible. You played this right, Quantum. I'm sure you said you played this. So we want to go back here. You haven't? Who was it that's saying they played this? Somebody said they played this. I don't know, I thought it was you. Coos? No, it wasn't Coos, it was somebody else. Uh-oh, another enemy. And this one looks tougher than the others. I've got an idea though. Open the menu and select ability. Then hit him with your special Chocobo kick. Did you just try and hit Sid? It didn't do anything, right? Oh, there we go. That's better. You okay there, Chocobo? You're looking pretty pooped. Which means you need this, Sid's extra special potion. Nice. Good old Sid. How many of these can I do? What do these use up something while I'm using them? Do they have like a timer, or do they use MP? I don't know how it works.
All right. Looks like we got through that in one piece. Let's move, Chocobo. The treasure's just ahead. I can smell it.
Yeah!
Hold it.
Ooh, the cutscenes look
Long time
nice.
no see, my fellow courageous treasure hunters.
Irma and Volg.
Well, I wonder, would this be the treasure you were talking about? Timeless power?
Why hasn't Sid got grey hair? He almost
Well,
always
I'd
has
say
grey
you were
hair.
a tad too late.
Do 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 do. Alpha's so adorable. Oh, I just remembered I forgot to switch that Moobot thing off. Hold on, let me do it now, otherwise I'm never going to remember before I stream. Moobot dashboard, where are you? Because it's still posting for the previous challenge. Oh, who's this?
What? Ah!
Oh, we got a trophy already. Welcome to the town of Lost.
Ow. Where am I? I think I'm still in one piece, but what is this place?
Oh, people.
What's this? Who are you folks? Fountains are for water, you know.
We aren't in the Tower in the Sands anymore, are we? Hey, the name's Sid. This here's my buddy Chocobo. We travel the world hunting for treasure. And now that you know who we are,
Hello, welcome to the town of Lost Time. My name is Gale, and I'm the mayor.
So nice to have voice acting.
I can't quite remember for sure, but it feels like it's been a long time since we last welcomed visitors to our town.
the town of Lost Time. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Chocobo, do you think we've somehow ended up in another world? You hear that? Sounds like a bell ringing. Wait, what?
Ah, that's the bell of oblivion. It makes you forget just about everything.
Oh, interesting premise. What is this?
More importantly,
Looks bad.
who are you again?
Oh no, Sid's gone already.
Well, if you've already forgotten, perhaps it was never worth remembering in the first place.
Precisely. If you forget all your troubles, they're a lot easier to deal with.
I quite agree. No memories means everyone can just be happy.
Ah, Pastor Roche, Amori. It's
like
just
her
as we all
outfit.
say. When you forget, there's no trouble or conflict. All anger and sadness wiped clean away.
Hey, hold on a minute. What's wrong with you people? Miss, have we met before? You look vaguely familiar.
No, I don't think I know you.
Oh, well, I guess this is the first time we've met.
Of course it is. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to our town.
Hey, wait a sec! Don't listen to these people!
Sharma, don't be so rude. How about acting more grown up?
Not to worry. And who might you be, Missy?
Sherma. Sherma Magnoli.
Looks
I
like
live
a
on
white
Stella's
mage
farm
outfit
just
there,
outside
that
of
she's
town.
wearing.
But listen, you have to hurry out of here. That bell's going to ring and you'll lose all your memories.
Sherma, we've talked about this before. It's not like we're the ones who are ringing it.
Everyone forgets? Because of the Bell of Oblivion?
We need to go. When that bell rings, you'll even forget who you are.
What's the problem with forgetting things? Oblivion is bliss, you know.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I
You want to
adjusted
give up
the,
your memories of the
I
people
didn't
and places
adjust
you
the
love just like
voices.
that?
I adjusted
Would you
everything else.
please
I'm gonna
calm
adjust that
down,
when the cutscene
Sherma?
finishes.
It's not too late. We're happy to have you live with us in Lost Time.
Absolutely not! Come along, you two. Aunt Stella's farm is safe. It's far enough away that you can't hear the bell. Cool. Let's go, now!
Oh, this looks cute. We get to do some farming. That would be nice. I doubt we do, but it would be nice. This is Stella's farm. I live here with my Aunt Stella.
Yeah!
Thanks, Sherma, was it? We, oh, what was I going to say? It was, Don't push yourself, Sid. You give yourself a headache trying so hard to remember.
Oh, baby.
Just come in and rest, why don't you?
Phew. Your friend, Sid, right? Finally fell asleep. He must have been really wiped.
Yeah!
You're plenty lively, though. I'm Stella. Nice to meet you.
Get. Oh, are you saying thanks?
Sherma, since when do you understand Chocobo?
Meaning's clear as day to me when I look into those big shiny eyes.
Is it now? Not to me, I'm afraid, but I suppose you can interpret for us. So, where are you from? Why come here of all places?
Auntie, I don't actually speak Chocobo, remember?
Just say que or whatever, and he should be able to make sense of it, right?
Cool. You really think so? Okay. Get. Huh? You've actually understood what we've been saying the whole time? Are you kidding me? Why didn't you say so? Did you just want me to squawk at you like an idiot? Oh, I bet my accent was terrible. Hey, no, I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize. Get. By the way, he and his friend Sid are treasure hunters.
Ah, all right. Say, Sherma, what happened to your staff? You usually carry it everywhere.
Huh? It's gone? Oh no, I must have left it somewhere in town.
Oh dear. Are you going back to Lost Time?
I have to, Auntie. I've got to find my staff.
I know it's important, but still. Chocobo, would you please go with her?
Yeah!
Okay, be sure to save when you finish adventuring. While in town, select save from the menu to save your progress. While in dungeon, select bookmark from the menu to save and return to the title screen. Okay, let's see if we can just change the voices as well, because I put the music right down, it was just the voices I left those on. Hey Noodle, how you doing? Right, hopefully it should be okay now. Maybe leave that there. This is Chocobo Mystery Dungeons. I've not played it before, so I have no clue what I'm doing. I've only just started. Okay, what did I have? Am I meant to be finding Sid, or am I meant to be going off with her? think he's sleeping, isn't he? I think I'm meant to be going off with whatever her name is. How do I get out? Oh, here we go. I want this game to let me farm. I really don't think it's going to though. Look, it's a Moogle!
When you need him, he's there. Whistling it. He's there. With eyes gently sparkling behind his mysterious mask.
Who is this masked Moogle?
Nobody knows who he is, but everybody knows his name. Dun, dun, dun! Have no fear! Dungeon Hero X is here, Papa!
Oh, it's Dungeon Hero X. Well, hello.
Yes, he's the hero of the new generation, Papa!
Quantum, is the sound okay now?
The H in hero stands for hush hush. His true identity is a closely guarded secret, Papa. And the ERO stands for...
Have you forgotten already?
Aerodynamic. The A is silent, whooshing in just like the justice I deliver. Cool.
Cool.
You're Chocobo, am I right, Couple? And the mysterious dungeon has left you in a daze. Am I right, Couple? Yeah! And today's your lucky day, Couple. I present to you this present. You might not know what it's for yet, but it's sure to come in handy, Couple. You're now the proud owner of a buddy registry.
A buddy registry?
Yes, you're welcome very much, Couple.
Oh, thank you. What is it?
And that's not all. As a special bonus, I'll give you this Whisperweed Couple. I'm tight and simple.
Whisperweed? Whisperweed, is that like a blink shell? What was this Whisperweed? Can I talk to you with it?
This time, was there a last time? I don't really remember, but...
Everybody's memories are screwed in this game.
We're trying to be inconspicuous here. Wait till you're in a safe space, then check your key items menu to see how it works, Kapa. Now, my work here is done, Kapa!
Okay, we got a buddy registry and a Whisperweed. Once you visit a facility, it's recorded about. When you aren't sure where to go, try heading to one of these locations. Okay. Oh, hello, doggy. You must be Chocobo. Excellent to meet you, little dude. I'm Wen, the lone wolf. Lone canine? Which way am I meant to be going? How do I open the map again? Oh, here we go. Okay, so we want to head back to the town, which is this way. The frame rate on the world map isn't great. What is this? Can we fish here? Wait, what is this? He's going in the water! No! He's going for a swim! Okay, not what I was expecting. Why are you going for a swim, little Chocobo? Good exercise for you? What the hell was that all about? Can I actually find anything about this? By examine, am I just going to go for a swim again? Oh, yeah, it's just going to go for a swim again. I have no idea what this pond is for. There's some kind of, like, angelic creature. Is it just a statue? I don't know. Looks like a statue of a fairy or an angel. I'm sure this must serve some purpose, right? Konnichiwa! How are you doing, Miku? Yeah, we just found out that this little guy can swim in this pond. I have no idea why. Oh, hang on, is that a fish on the floor? What's this? With the right equipment, you could possibly fish here. Or probably fish here. Okay, so we can actually do fishing. Awesome. Let me just do some shout outs for you guys. One for Noodle. Must go and watch 2 Minute Noodle. He's an amazing streamer. Always fun to watch. And also Miku, another amazing streamer. I enjoyed watching your stream earlier, even though I wasn't actually there for very long. Sorry about that. Where are we? It's a Y this time. There we go. Another great streamer. Oh, you were last playing Dead by Daylight? You must have played like a few games then. Because you were playing... What were you playing when I was watching? You were playing Minecraft. You're always playing lots of different games though. It's always something different every time I watch you. Right, so we've just started this game. I've not played it before. And yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing as usual. So we've just found out that at some point I'll be able to fish. And I can also swim in this pond. I don't know what that actually does. I thought this was the way to the town. Have I gone the wrong way? Oh, here we go. Your concentration is too bad to stick to one game. Hey, Madame, how are you doing? Yeah, we have Chocobos today. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you're having a nice chill weekend watching all your favourite animes. Hello, little dude. Bow wow. All the fires in town have gone out. Wait, I don't know you. Or do I? I'm Al, the protector of lost time. I'm a good boy who patrols day and night to keep the peace. I wonder if it was fate that brought us together today. Anyway, here's woofing at you, kid. He's so cute. Oh, I don't know where I need to go next. Oh, this doesn't actually give you a... I suppose it's kind of a town map. Okay, we're up this way then. You're waiting on a 3DS game to download. Ooh, which one? Oh look, it's a fat Chocobo! What's this? Is this a shop? It looks like a fortune teller, right?
Welcome!
Oh, it's a goblin. Goblin is who I am. Cross my palm with silver and I'll tell your fortune. Give me 100 gil and I'll tell your fortune. What do you say? I actually don't have any gil yet. I've literally just, arrived here. So, sorry. Oh, boo. Don't have any money. Ugh, what a tease. And here I was all ready to fortune tell. Maybe next time. Gobbo. He's a Chocobo. He is a Chocobo.
Yo,
who's this guy?
Chocobo.
Deet. The name's Deet, and don't forget it. Hello, Chocobo. His name's Blaroo. Hello there, you must be Chocobo Blaroo at your service. As you can see, I manage the storage. Oh, fat Chocobos are always like storage in the normal Final Fantasy games, right? Isn't it supposed to be that they store all of your things in their big fat bellies? I'm sure that's the law or something. A new documentary about a designer named Joe Caroff. I don't know who that is. Here at the storage facility, we take security very seriously. Folks entrust us with their gil and items, and we want them to know their goods are in good hands. Mayor Gale keeps the key on his person, but I haven't seen him today. Okay, so we have storage issues. We can go visit this guy here.
Ooh, have you heard?
I'm Hannah, and I know everything that goes on in this town. Yeah, until the bell rings, right? He did posters for movies like James Bond and West Side Story. Oh, interesting.
Ooh, have you heard?
Yeah, we already spoke to you. Want to have a little look around. This is like a really cute little cafe. Who's this? Mayor or Major? Welcome, I'm Major. Nice to meet you. Oh, but I'm afraid we're closed today. Okay. Perhaps we should speak to,
Oh, Chocobo! I
Sherma.
found my staff!
Good job,
See?
Sherma. He's still alive. He's 101. Wow. That's a pretty ripe old age.
Huh? There are voices coming from the clock tower piazza. I wonder what's going on.
You probably all know why I've called you here. We can't seem to use fire in town anymore. As you can see, we can't light lamps or cook food, and our fireplaces serve only as interior decoration.
I can see that being a problem.
That's right! My cafe can't even serve hot cocoa! You see how that's a problem, right?
I tried taking a bath, but the water was so cold. It was like soaking in an ice cube.
I hope people like eating sushi, because my fish soup's an absolute bust. Isn't there something we can do? I don't even know what the cause of the problem is, much less how to fix it. But don't worry, there's a prophecy. And it says a savior is on the way. A savior? What can an out-of-towner do that we can't? Huh? Hey,
It's getting dark.
what's going on? It suddenly got very dark.
Look! What's that?
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Right for us!
Run for your lives!
Meeting's over, folks. Run for it! Ah! Run for your lives!
Chocobo, did you see that? Let's check it out.
Oh, it's an egg.
An egg?
Looks like it, Sharma. Strange thing to fall from the sky.
Indeed.
Wait, I think the egg is hatching.
What do we think is going to be inside the egg? Is it like a dragon egg? Or another chocobo? Or I don't know. What could be in there? A baby?
It
I was not expecting that.
a baby?
A face hugger. Okay, that would be a nightmare. I'm glad it wasn't a face hugger. Oh no, not a crying baby.
It's crying. How do we make it stop?
Yeah, good question. Pick it up, maybe. Jig it about a bit.
There, egg baby. It's gonna be okay. Thanks, Chocobo. You're a great help. Gotta help me. Aw, he's a cutie.
Odd, though, isn't it? I'm fairly sure babies don't come from eggs that fall out of the sky. Wait, yes, that's it. This baby is...
Is what? Oh no, 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 the bell's gonna ring. Quick, everybody, get out of there.
Could it be? Hold on. What did I just think of? What was I doing again?
Mayor Gale? Is something wrong?
What is going on with the baby? And the mayor. Something freaky is about to happen. Well, the baby just went in there. Why would it do that? Alright, let me... I'm guessing we have to jump in there after it, right? Or something. He's forgotten who he is. The baby disappeared into a whirlpool. Now what do we do? Look, Chocobo, there's still something inside the egg. The egg contained a mysterious baby, but something else is hidden in the shell. Oh, what a pretty brooch. You'd better hold on to it, Chocobo. I bet it's important. The brooch stopped glowing when I touched it, but maybe you'll have better luck. Chocobo got the brooch of memories. A brooch with an unusual shape. Press L and R1 in front of the black whirlpool to use it. Brooch of memories and whirlpool of memories. The brooch of memories is a key item that lets you enter a whirlpool of memories. When you approach someone with a whirlpool of memories above their head, appears at the bottom left of the screen. Okay, you've got that. Off we go! Whee! A dragon Chocobo would be really cute. Mayor Gale's memories. Okay, so the dungeons are actually going to be like the memories of different people then?
Yeah.
Some enemies possess special characteristics different from Chocobo, such as acting only every other turn, or taking damage from healing items. So I'm guessing maybe undead will take damage from healing items. Pay attention to these special characteristics to gain advantage in combat. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's got a job system. Oh, that's cool. So we're starting off as a freelancer, as you always do in Final Fantasy. I wonder how you unlock the other jobs. Probably, I don't know, maybe people you meet, or I don't know, maybe you buy them from shops. I have no idea. Wow, that's a lot of jobs. How many jobs is that? 4, 8, 14 jobs. I think it's the same as Harvestella had 14 jobs. Switch buddies? What does that mean? Does that just mean switch jobs? You get different buddies? Okay, that's interesting. So maybe you have to do it at these crystals? Possibly. Once you obtain them. Oh, what's this? Dungeon Hero X. Oh, it's the Moogle.
Thank you. Finally, Chocobo. From now on, you can call me with this whisperweed. I'll be there in a flash.
Oh, so it is like Link Pearl.
Now, I'm gonna give you a stunningly useful piece of advice. Lucky you.
Lucky me. Whenever you're next to an enemy, press square to face it. Okay. That's it? That's your impressive information? Okay. A saviour from the skies? A prophecy, you say? I didn't even get to read that. That was like so quick. We've got stairs already. Should we like maybe look around first before we go down the stairs? Oh shit. Went a bit too fast there. What is this? Oh, job points. So you can actually physically see your job points. You have to pick them up. Occasionally you will receive job points when you defeat enemies. Job points you obtain are applied to your current job. Collect job points to increase your job level and gain access to new abilities. Okay. Rusty talons. We've already got rusty stuff. What's this? Buddy points. Occasionally you will receive buddy points when you defeat enemies. Pick up buddy points to claim them. Buddy points are applied to all monsters of a given type. For example, buddy points acquired by defeating a steel bat are added to the bat category. I don't understand. What are they for? Collect buddy points to increase your rank and become buddies with monsters of that type. Oh! You can't become buddies with enemies you've never defeated, even if you increase your rank. So basically we kill lots of enemies and then they become our friends. Okay, maybe they just become scared of us because we've killed so many of their friends. You can check your rank for each monster type and number of buddy points required to reach the next rank from the buddy registry. So, what do they do when they become our friends? Characters, monsters, extra DLC. It's Alpha! Buddy so this is, I don't know. What do I actually do with him though? I don't really, I don't understand. How do you actually, it says buddy unselected, but how do you select? It's like the buttons do not do anything. Maybe I can't do it yet anyway. Monsters, bats. Ah, okay. So is this like, kind of like the bestiary, but different? I don't know. I have to remember not to go too fast in case I run into monsters again. Oh, I don't think there's anything else. Let's go. Well, it seems everything turned out fine. In that case, there's... Seriously, can I make this longer? I can't read that out loud that quickly. Options... Doesn't look like there is anything to reduce the speed of the text. Display grid, I don't know what this is. Oh, okay, it's that. Don't really need that, I don't think. Play indicators. Doesn't seem to be anything that I can change that with. Hang on, what is this blue thing that I've just turned on? This wasn't here before, I'm sure. How do I get rid of that? Because that's annoying. Maybe I can't. I'm sure this wasn't it before. Maybe I just didn't notice it. Skeleton wakes up. Damn it. It's not facing the right way. Ah, we got JP. And buddy points. Job points, buddy points. Oh, it's Gizzle Greens. I thought it was an enemy. I was trying to fight the Gizzle Greens. Let's Chocobo kick this sleeping goblin, whatever it is, yeah. Oh, what's this? A potion. I think we've been everywhere. Oh, we've got a bat though. Let's fight the bat because oi! We want to befriend the animals, right? Apparently. Does that work for goblins or just monsters? Oh, we've got some gil. I think we've been everywhere now. I think we can go. Oh no, we haven't been down here. Oh shit. Ah! What's that? Hunger trap? Food level drained. Okay, that's not ideal. A new day is dawning on our fair town. He looks nasty. I'm gonna Chocobo kick him. facing the wrong way now. Okay, we've got job points. Let's go this way first. He's running away. What's this? Oh, leather talons. Okay, they're not rusty. Let's have a look. Where are they? Oh, okay. Let's equip those. They look better than the ones we've got, right? Okay, I am kind of loath to stand on that. It's like red and glowy and it looks bad. Let's carry on exploring before I decide if I want to stand on that or not. You can now bring Goblin along as your buddy. Really? How do I do this? Buddy registry. Monsters. Goblins. Ooh. But how do I... How do I use him though? Don't get it. It says how do you use them? Status buddies. Nothing seems to do anything. I don't get how you use this. It says I can take him with me, right? So why... How? Okay, nothing does anything. I don't get this. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I have to wait until later. I don't know. Oh, hang on a minute. He's there. Okay, he's with me. But I can't move on a square that he is on, so like it's awkward to hang on a minute. That's not him. That's just a random goblin that's attacking me. Okay. Right, so we haven't been down here yet. Okay, he looks scary. I think we should use Chocobo Kick on him. What's with all these monsters being fast asleep? Okay, whoa, what is this? Oh, it's a trap. Amnesia trap? What does that do to me? Does it mean I forget how to use Chocobo Kick or something? I don't know. So I guess we do have to go down those red glowy stairs. I don't see any other way. I don't know what the red glowiness means, but henceforth I should redouble my efforts to be the best mayor this town has ever seen. Oh, this looks like a boss. Ow! Okay, that's not nice. Ouch. I'm just going to keep using Chocobo until I can't use it anymore. I don't know how it works. Probably need to have some food, I think. And let's kick him again. Oh, I can't do that anymore. So just a normal attack then. Ouch. So I think we need a potion. We defeated the turtle shade. Ooh, we got a leather saddle and some gil and some job points. We pick up everything. Okay. Equip this. Look at this precious child. I propose we call him Raffaello. That really does not give you long to read. So, floor 5 of Gale's memories. Oh, we have a puzzle piece here. Collected Knight's memories. Oh, we got a new job. Oh, that's kind of cool. Open a job memory to gain the ability to change to its corresponding job. Changing jobs will affect Chocobo's appearance, statuses, and abilities. You can change jobs by examining change crystals in dungeons. What's this? Oh, it's the baby. Chocobo!
Chocobo! Chocobo! Choo!
There is only one thing, one rule that must absolutely
it's this
be followed,
music.
and that is to forget.
It appears everywhere in every Final Fantasy game
When
at some
you
point.
forget, conflict, anger, sadness, everything's wiped clean away. But when you remember things, it only brings disaster. And as mayor, inviting disaster is unacceptable. Yes, oblivion is a virtue. My name is Gale, and I am this town's mayor.
Are you sure? Because you know you may have forgotten.
What's going on? Everything's turned white.
Yeah, it could be.
Chocobo! Baby! Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Thanks, Chocobo. You're a lifesaver. Gear, gear, gear!
This game is very adorable looking.
Huh? That's my name.
Right, I remember now. This baby, his name is Raffaello.
Mayor Gale?
Yes, yes indeed. I've remembered something I'd forgotten.
Oh, so does he remember because we went in his memories and we did the dungeon? Does that mean he gets his memories back?
But the baby only just appeared from the egg. Why would you have a memory of that? Ooh. Chocobo!
Now that you mention it, perhaps it is a little odd. Nevertheless, I'm sure that...
Wait, that's it! If Mayor Gale can remember something by being around the baby, maybe Sid will regain his memories too! Chocobo! Raffaello! Let's get back to the farm!
Oh, so it's the baby that helps the memories come back. Okay. Well, let's have a little look around before we head back. That's enough. Go home. Oh, how rude. Oh, it won't let me go through there. Perhaps we won't be able to go this way either. Oh, look, there's somebody else standing here too. Whoa, slow down. This way is too dangerous. I guess the game wants us to go home, right? Oh, I've remembered something else. Something important. I left the storage facility locked this whole time. There we go. Now the storage facility is back in business. Yes, Deet, is something the matter? You bet there is, Mayor Gale. You weren't supposed to come here until everyone forgets stuff again. I'm trying to get everyone to forget about my tab, see? Oh, Deet, some things never change. Anyway, I'm sure Blaroo at the storage hasn't forgotten, so that should take care of that. Oh, man. How am I going to pay this month's bills? I don't know why the frame rate is not that good on this. It's a bit... It's not very smooth when I'm moving. Where's this place? Is it a church? Feels like a church.
Oh, Chocobo!
Have you come to pray as well? With faith the prophecy will come true. What prophecy is this you speak of?
Oh, Chocobo!
Have these two mirrors caught your interest? This is the mirror of memory, which reflects the path you've taken. And that one is the mirror of training, which reflects the path you've yet to tread. At least, that's what the legend says. We can't see a thing no matter which mirror you look at. Though, an accurate reflection of our current predicament, don't you think? That's not really very helpful. Mirror memory. What is this? Male Gale's memory. Normal dungeon with no restrictions. This was... no, what? No! Don't... Oh, is this how you repeat the dungeons? Okay, I didn't really want to do this dungeon again. Well, you know what? We can try out a new job, right? Oh, look how cute that is. Job change tonight. Saviour from the skies, a prophecy, you say? Oh my word. We got job points. I'm guessing maybe all this old, like, crappy armour we can maybe sell for some gil. Spend it on better stuff. Well, it seems everything turned out fine. In that case, there's nothing more to worry about. Got some gil. I need to work out how you use the buddies though, right? Seeing as we've done this dungeon before, I feel like the map should be already filled out for us. I feel like we shouldn't have to fill out the map again. So does he have the same abilities? Oh, power smack. Okay, we're not close enough. Just wasted that. Let's just put a shield up. Maybe we should wait for the shield to come down before we use a special attack. I don't know. Oh, let's go for it. Power smack. Here we go. So it's like, has a knockback effect to it. Oh, we can't use any more of those. Let's use a potion, shall we? We defeated him. Get the money first on Knight. Leather saddle +3. Hang on. Is that a better one than the one we've already got? Leather saddle +3. I wish it showed us what we were... Why can't I wear this? Is it because I'm a knight? Don't know. Let's have a look. Leather saddle +1. No, we're wearing a leather saddle. Why can't we wear... Is it because of my level? Maybe because I'm only level 1? I don't know. Oh, we came out of the mirror, so what does this mirror do then? Mirror of training. This dungeon has a level restriction. Your bag will be temporarily emptied. Maybe we haven't unlocked anything here yet. Interesting. Okay. Oh, who's this? Oh, you understand us? That's so nice. I'm Mimi. Pleased to meet you. A little bird told me that all the fire in town's been snuffed out. So I've got a fishing spot here. See, if this game's got fishing, I wonder if there is going to be some farming. I mean, the farm has got like a couple of little spots, but I'm pretty sure it's not a farming game. I mean, they look like you could grow stuff here, right? It looks like it's... Although this one has already got stuff in it. Oh. There's another fishing spot here. And I mean, this looks like it should have animals in it, right? Oh. What is this? Can I not go down there? What's in here? Oh! There's cows! I'm Molly, a dreamy girl who loves flowers. Oh wow, you're so yellow and fluffy. Why, you look just like a mimosa flower. If you ever want to know about flowers, just ask. Oh, okay. Flowers are pretty and they smell great too, but what's truly fascinating is that they're also important items. At Flora's Flowers in town, you can buy seeds and grow in your garden. Oh, we can do some gardening. So maybe not farming, maybe just gardening to grow like herbs and things. Maybe we use them for potions. You can plant mystery seeds in the field here at the farm. Show them some love, give them some time, and soon enough they'll be beautiful flowers. How long is soon enough? Well, if you go off and do a little adventuring, they'll bloom before you know it. Which flower will bloom, however, is purely up to chance. Just give it a shot and see what pops up. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Who's this? They call me Mulan. If you have any questions about equipment, do feel free to ask. Oh. Now, you want to avoid curses at all costs. If you equip a cursed item, you won't be able to take it off. So next time you pick up a strange item, appraise it before putting it on. If it happens to be cursed, you can get the curse lifted at the church or use the Blessed Rosary. Well, good luck out there, future hero. Who have we got here? Melanie. You must be a Chocobo. Oh, I know who you are. I'm Melanie. Do you have a minute? Sure. I'm not really sure where to start, but here are a few pieces of advice. If you're planning to trek through a mystery dungeon, you've always got to go prepared. No matter how tough things get, make sure you don't give up until the bitter end. Look through that lovely bag of yours and see what it provides. Any hints? Oh, if it provides any hints. Although some obstacles are simply too tough to overcome. You'll never know if you don't give it a go. And even if you fail, you can always try again as many times as you need. Each one of those failures will make you stronger. Okay, who's this? Mannerly. Nice to meet you. I'm Mannerly. If you've got questions about fish, I'm your cow. Well, ready to dive into the world of fish? Yes, please. Please give me a rod. The best way to learn about fish is to start fishing. You've been to Maris's Mola Mola, right? I have not. The owner's quite knowledgeable about fishing lures. There are 4 good spots to cast your line around here. The stream, Seaside Park, the front of the Goddess, and Levia Point. Different fish live in each area, so visit each spot and see what you can catch. Oh, and have you met Blaroo, the fat chocobo who lives the storage facility? He's a real aficionado. He's always eager to get his talons on rare fish he's never tasted before. If you catch something new, you ought to go show him. Why you didn't get a fishing rod though? You got distracted by the documentary, you're still here. A musical called Meet Me in St. Louis. 1944 is next. Well, I hope you enjoy your musical. Okay, so it's starting to feel like the game is going to be a little bit more than just dungeon crawling, which is nice. Seeing as I didn't actually know anything about the game when I started playing it. Oh. What have we here? Chocobo obtained Mystery Person's Letter 3. Well, what about 1 and 2? I haven't got those yet. To whoever finds this letter, I don't know when you're reading this, but I hope those kids are alright. May they know only good health. May they know only happiness. As a mother, that is my final wish. Oh. I'm guessing maybe you might find some other letters around. Doesn't seem to be anything else in here. Oh, we have mail. Chocobo obtained Mayor Gale's letter. Dearest Chocobo, I trust you've been enjoying the fine weather of late. Now I have a favour I wish to ask. It's about how I remembered that thing I should not have. Please forget it happened. After all, as I always say, oblivion is bliss. Okay. Meow. Hi, I'm Coco Meowser. I was just dying for someone to tell this to. Okay, what have we got here? Is that a windmill? Don't think we can do anything in here. I wonder if these rooms, if these buildings will actually become usable with things in the game. I don't know. So I guess this is where we can plant some seeds. It says this will be the flower garden of Shima and Chocobo? I don't know. So I guess we can't actually use this one. This one just seems to be for show, maybe. And it's all true, Aunt Stella. Can you believe it? Of course, dear. I believe what you've told me, though it's still pretty incredible. Stella. My word, he's learned my name already. Oh, I simply melt whenever I see a baby's adorable smile. Auntie, do you think Raffaello and Chocobo can work together to help Sid get better? There's only one way to find out for certain. Ta-da! Come on, Sid, think. Oh, too much thinking. He does not look well at all. Oh, we're going to go into Sid's memories now. No, stop, don't force yourself. This isn't working at all. Can't you two do anything? He's going in. He went back inside. Go get him back, Chocobo. In we go. Okay, so I feel like the buddies are meant to be your, like, party members. But I don't know how to use them. Some of Chocobo's Talon brands and certain abilities possess elemental properties. There are 8 elements in total and they interact with each other as follows. So fire beats ice, ice beats wind, wind beats earth, earth beats all thunder, thunder beats water, water beats fire. And then we have light and dark. So typical Final Fantasy. Some enemies possess resistances or weaknesses to certain elements. Attacking with an enemy's weak element increases the damage dealt. Attacking with an enemy's resistant element reduces the damage dealt. Learn to gauge an enemy's weaknesses or resistance based on how the elements interact. Okay, I want to know how to use the buddies, right? There must be items, ability. Am I still not equipped? I think it must be to do with level. I don't know. Status. Buddies, 2 out of 145. Don't know what this is. So maybe they're still locked. It says 1 out of 4 to unlock 25 buddy points. Oh no, the next one is 25 buddy points, so this one is unlocked. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to Google this because I don't know if I'm meant to be using these now or not. Let me just have a quick look. Right, how to register a buddy in Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. How to equip a buddy. In order to equip a buddy, you must first have unlocked the buddy by gathering buddy points. Once you have unlocked a new buddy, you have to wait until you're out of a dungeon. You cannot change buddy or equip a new buddy while you're in a dungeon. Oh, okay. So I had to do it before I enter the dungeon. Okay, looks like we're solo. Well, I think we'll stay on the night job for now. Ooh. Hello, Moogle.
The amazing Dungeon Hero Chocobo! Get ready for today's whispery transmission. It's advice on!
Thank you very much. At the beginning of a dungeon, you can use a change crystal to change your job. Yeah, we already know this. If you make the most of your abilities, dungeons will be a snap. There's 1,000,001 different types of abilities, special attack abilities that can crush all your foes. Okay. An airship? Like a boat that flies through the sky? How cool. Someday I'm gonna fly too. Oh, of course it's Sid's memories. Whoa. This looks like it might be an undead. Oh. One-shotted. Oops. That's straight into him. Ooh, rank up. Does that mean job level up? What does that mean, rank up? It's the... okay, let's have a look at this. Next job level. So, is his level independent from job level? Yes, it is. Okay, so he's level 4, and the job level is still level 1. Can I now equip the level saddle +3? Yes. We got some money. Oh no! I think my inventory's full. Okay, I probably should be doing things about this every time we leave. Items. How do I get rid of stuff? Place. Okay. Oh, where did you come from? I thought I killed everything. Hiya! A little level up. Do these not stack? I'm going to eat one of these then, I guess, and then I can pick up that one. Stinky greens? What do those do? That's something different, right? Why do these things not look? I've got all these potions but they don't stack. That's not good. Stinky greens. Veggies that look like some greens, but... should I eat them? I don't know. Probably should get out of here now, right? Move to the next level. Did you go looking for Grandpa? You'll come back, won't you? What is this? They're just normal ones. Okay, we don't need those. Oh, we got treasure. Can I not open this? Couldn't carry teleport wings. Okay, I want to know what they are. Let's get rid of something. Let's get rid of these. And what's this? Okay, HP recovery. Food level drained. Oh, that's not good. Guess I'm not supposed to stand on those. What level are these? Just level towers. What's this? Dispel book. Okay, I probably need that. Why do I turn around? To drop something. Did I not drop that? Where is it? Okay, we've got the spell book. Okay, I think we can get out of here now. so they do actually respawn then, the enemies. Quite quickly, actually. Okay, let me eat something. Let's see what this does. Oh no, it's poisoned. Sorry, Chocobo. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, I don't know how to remove it. Whoa, every time I move it's like... Oh, it's gone. Tower in the sands. Is that where you are? Oh, it's an underwater. Polishing cream? What's that, for teeth or something? What is this? Looks like toothpaste or something. Okay, we need to get rid of something else. Let's eat some food. Pick up this tube of whatever it is. I wonder why there's 3 of them all in a row next to each other. It's kind of there's another one here as well. Everywhere. I wish you didn't have to actually physically pick up your job points and things. It's a bit... Talons plus 2. What am I wearing? We're wearing level plus 2. Got more stinky greens. I don't think I really want those. Unless they have some other use. Right, that's it. We've gone through the entire dungeon. Let's get out of here now. Where are the stairs? I don't remember where the stairs are. Oh, here we go. There's enough timeless power there to make an airship fly, right? A bit scary. Let's power smack in. Why can I not reach from there? Is that not the right file? Hey Red, how you doing? You know, today we're live. Yesterday's was the repeat. Shit. It's another trap. What does these bells do? Does it just like freeze you for a minute, or does it like call enemies to you? Something following me. I know, live, right? Who'd have thought? Okay, where have I not been? You are asking for it. Come on then. Here we go. Guess we can just head for the stairs now. Chat over here. How come Torchic is yellow? Is Torchic a Pokemon? I don't know what Torchic is. Oh, we gotta level up. Just did something as well again. More of this. I don't know what this. I don't know what this stuff is. I don't know if I need to keep it or. It is a Pokemon. Let's see. Rusty Saddle. Let's get rid of this. Got this. Oh, what's that? That looks like something I need to have. Bejeweled collar. Ooh. I'll equip this. Oh, yes. What does it do though? Bejeweled collar, where is it? Can I not even find any information out about it? No? Okay. It's just shiny, so we're gonna wear it. Bam! Oh, we learned something new. Circle slash. All those within a one title. Okay, we don't want to waste power on a single enemy. The new Pokemon game is pretty good. You might buy the other version too. But you were whinging about it the other day. You've changed your mind now, have you? You've kind of got used to the bugginess of it. Polishing cream. We seem to be getting into polishing cream fairly frequently, so I'm not going to worry about picking up any extra ones. I think we should leave now. Back to the stairs. The bugs don't bother you too much. Oh well, there's a lot of enemies. Now I should maybe use my new ability. At least hit two at once, right? Nice. give it a solid 5 out of 10. Considering how much it cost, that was rather an expensive 5 out of 10 game. Shit! It's boss time. We've got a black mandragora. I need potion. Okay. Now we're ready to take on this mandragora. Random items. Abilities. Power snag. Ciao! Oh, hang on. And again. Uses seeds. Yeah, we got it. You gave it a 7 out of 10, but downgraded it for making the tutorials mandatory. Got everything? Got everything? Got everything? Feeling a little hungry? Oh, okay. Let's see what we got then. I am not eating stinky greens. I'm not falling for that again. Yep, sorry, you're gonna have to go hungry. Hey buddy, looks like we finally found what we've been searching for. Ooh. Oh, hello Kupo.
The amazing Dungeon Hero Excaball! Get ready for today's Whisperweed transmission. It's advice on!
Okay, please tell me something I don't know already. Need any purple items? Purple means they're unidentified. And you don't know what they are, Kupo. Use appraisal glasses on your unknown items to know what you're dealing with. Okay. Please stop crying. You got Ed Sheeran singing some knockoff rendition of Danny Boy.
Tower in the Sands. That's the last place anyone ever saw my grandfather. The mystery of the airship right within my grasp. The trail of clues all ended here. But this was my grandfather's dream, and my father's after that. I'll never give up. The whole reason I became a treasure hunter was to find it, to find them. That's right. My name is Sid, the great treasure hunter Sid.
It's the first time I've ever seen Sid without grey hair, though. He's always a silver fox, always. But he still doesn't look well. Is he going to wake up now? Or have we got... Oh, that's better. Come on, Sid. You can do it. Wake up. Oh, we got a trophy. A saviour alights. Of course I remember now. We were going after the timeless power and ended up at the Tower of the Sands. Quack, quack, quack. Whatever happened to us must have happened to Irma and Volg too. We should look for them. I don't even know who these people are. But man, it sure feels good to remember things again. I'm just glad it worked. Make sure you thank Chocobo and Raffaello, okay? Stella, Sherma, Chocobo, thanks a bunch. And this kiddo's Raffaello, huh? Thanks to you too. Dada! Well, it's getting late. How about we all turn in? How about you give me a damn fishing rod right now, so I can go fish me up some fish. Okay, good night. Good night. Chocobo Selector. You can now bring Sid along as your buddy. Oh, I haven't even brought anything as my... Oh,
Spell of Oblivion.
what is this?
Ring out.
This is some creepy dude. Chapter 2, Fires Quenched, Memories Rekindled.
Stella, we're not just looking for the timeless power. I'm also searching for word of my grandfather, Glenn. Is there any place in town where I could find clues to either of their whereabouts?
I don't know that much about the town, to be honest. Why don't you try asking Mayor Gale? I haven't been to Lost Time proper in forever and a day, but maybe you'll find something in the residential district?
All right, I'll go check it out right away. I appreciate the tip, Stella.
I'm glad to see Sid with a little pep in his step.
Yeah! Chocobo and Stella! We've got trouble. Raffaello's gone.
Uh-oh.
He can barely crawl. He can't have gotten very far.
I'll go search in town.
What do you mean he can barely crawl? He just magically teleports himself all over the place.
All right. Be careful.
Hey, Wackaboo! How are you doing? Thank you so much for the bits. Appreciate that.
I'll check here around the farm. Chocobo, would you help me look?
Yeah!
Please give me a fishing rod. Somebody give me a fishing rod. Let me
Thanks.
fish.
All right, let's get going.
Okay, so I think we have to like equip the buddies now, I think. Because I was trying to do it in the dungeon and we couldn't do that. I wonder how many buddies you can have at once. Is it just one? I wanted to try the goblin out. Any fishing rods in chat? Oh, look, there we go. Look, we got a goblin. Oh, you can only have one. Oh, I want to try a monster out. I like the idea of having a monster. Sorry, Sid. Okay, we haven't actually explored the rest of this house. Let's have a little look up here. See if there's any treasure we can ransack. Enter the Dungeon, Part 5 of 5 by Hero X. Talk of the town. If you ever need a hand, just look around you. The townspeople can be the wind beneath your warrior wings, Kupo. For example, visit the forge to get your gear honed, or call on the tool shop to buy basic adventuring supplies. Maybe they'll sell a fishing rod. There's a fishmonger, a florist, and a chemist too. The more you take advantage of your resources, the better you'll fare in the dungeons, Kupo. And if you manage to remember everything I've taught you, you'll be a dungeon hero like me in no time flat, Kupo. Seem to be finding all like the later entries and not any of the first ones. I think we must have maybe missed some things. Oh, where are we going? Enter the Dungeon, Part 1 of 5. Oh, here's Part 1. Hey rookie, welcome to the wide world of mysterious dungeons. Dungeon Hero X is here with the clues you can use to become an awesome hero like me, Kupo. Part 1. Turn it up. Combat is turn-based. Duh. If you don't know that, you'll remain a rookie forever, Kupo. In a turn-based system, you move first, then your foe moves. Then you move again, and so on and so forth, Kupo. As long as you don't do anything, the monsters won't do anything either. So take your time and plan your moves, Kupo. Okie dokie. There's another book down there. I wonder if that's another part. Enter the Dungeon, Part 3 of 5. Master the monsters. There are all kinds of foes lurking in each dungeon, Kupo. In addition to attacking and defending, some baddies can also steal items, while others can poison you or even cast spells, Kupo. Every foe has its weak points, but that won't make a lick of difference if you find yourself surrounded, so be on your guard, Kupo. If you want to make it out alive, you're going to need brawns and brains, Kupo. Know your enemy. That'll help you decide whether it's time to fight or flight. The kitchen here, I wonder if we'll get to cook stuff. Enter the Dungeon, part 4 of 5. So we had 1, 3, 5? I don't know, I've lost count now. Tools of the trade. Don't let your items go to waste. Use them, Chocobo. After all, they won't do you any good after you've collapsed. Potions will heal you, while Dizzle Greens will keep you full. And don't forget that teleport wings will let you flee from trouble, Chocobo. Keep a stock of those items on hand and also gear up with talons, a saddle and a collar. And finally, you're going to want to carry some magicite to summon beasts, Chocobo. Ooh. And those are the 7 dungeon essentials, as selected by me, Mo. So is his name really Mog, perhaps? I mean, Dungeon Hero X. Is there anything else in here? I don't think so. Hang on, what's this room? Maybe there's something else in here. Here we go, part 2. You've read them in the wrong order. True tile. Another thing to remember is that the floor is divided into tiles, Chocobo. You can move 1 tile per turn, but so can your foes, so you need to watch how you make your approach. For example, if a foe is 2 tiles away and you take 1 step closer, that foe can get in and attack you on the next turn. So what should you do? Why attack an empty tile, Chocobo? When you intentionally swing and miss, the monsters will take a step towards you and you'll get to have the first strike. Do you know why? I really didn't think of that. Okay, thank you, Chocobo X Hero thingy, whatever you call yourself. Dungeon Hero X. Oh, we got another letter. I just heard the fairy's voice in my head from Harvest Cellar. You got a letter. I'm still hearing the fairy voices in my head. Bam! I can't get rid of them. It's like they're just going round and round in my head still. I'm going to be haunted forever. Chocobo obtains Sid's letter. Hey, buddy. I used to think 2 pals like us didn't need to exchange letters, but there are some things you can only put down in ink. Okay, well that was a very brief letter. So I think we should go to town and maybe do some shopping, if we can. Oh, okay, we've got a cutscene. Oh, Chocobo. No luck here either. He's too young to be going out on his own. Here you go, little crabbies. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's continue the search. Let me go do some shopping, please. Let me worry about the baby later. If you want to look around, feel free. However, all the old records have been expunged. Oblivion is a virtue, after all. Nope, nothing here. Maybe this. Fine, search to your heart's content. Right, shops. Right, who's this? Looks like, is this a fish shop? Can I have a fishing rod, please?
Welcome.
Can I help you? Though since there's no fire, I can't do much. Really?
Welcome.
Oof. Is anybody going to be able to sell me anything?
Welcome to Medit's Medicines.
Not that I can make any medicines when the fire's out. Seems to be a running theme here. Nobody wants to help me. Nobody wants to sell me anything.
Oh, Chocobo!
This is the town's commercial district. You can find fish, medicine and even flowers here. If there were fire. But no one seems to know what happened to Raffaello. We'd better check somewhere else. Now I want to do some shopping. Who's this guy? Oh, it's the medicine. You always spoke to him. Sorry, goodbye. Not being able to use fire is extremely inconvenient. It feels so primitive. Indeed.
Oh, Chocobo!
This is Seaside Park. The ocean breeze is nice, isn't it? Doesn't look like Raffaello is here. I'll go check somewhere else. See you later, Chocobo. There's got to be somebody here that can give me fishing rod. This is Dardola's restaurant. They serve the best cocoa, and you can drink it on the terrace. Doesn't look like Raffaello is here either. I'll keep searching though. See you later, Chocobo.
Ooh, have you heard?
Oh, Chocobo.
This is the storage. Blaru will hold all sorts of things for you. Doesn't look like Raffaello is here. I'll go check somewhere else. See you later, Chocobo. I believe Quantum did finish Pokemon because he was back to playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, why is the big fat Chocobo not here anymore? Or do I have to go inside now? Because he was outside before. Ooh. Interesting. Hang on, we got a big fat black Chocobo as well.
Thank you.
They call me Noiru. I'm a travelling merchant. Ooh. Find any trinkets on your dungeon crawls and I'll give you a pretty penny for them. Yes, please. Let me get rid of all this crap in my bag. Let's sell. Let's sell these. Oh, one by one, really? We've got another +3 already, so we can get rid of that. We've got one of those. Let's keep the potions. And the teleport wings. I don't know what this is yet, so I better keep it. I'm going to sell these, maybe? I don't know what they're for, and they may be poisonous. They made me poisoned when I ate them, so let's get rid of those. Okay, let's see what you have to sell. Oh, so this is magic books. A tome that poisons a foe. Oh, so these are items that you use on enemies. Okay. Okay. Let's leave that for now.
Hello, Chocobo.
Oh, he wants to see the fish that we catch. Okay, you can put in items. When Chocobo is reduced to 0 HP and collapses, he will lose the gill and unequipped items he's carrying. Oh. Okay, so yeah, it's probably a good idea to store stuff then. But what things? Really, have I got to do this all one by one? This is not good. I don't even know what this polishing cream is for. Salve that strengthens equipment cannot be set as a shortcut. We can set shortcuts in this? How? I'm having to keep going in the menu to use things. You always want to eat KFC. Quantum? I always want to eat KFC. But please don't eat Buddy. He's too cute. Batch, what does that mean? I'm going to press triangle and see what happens. Okay, so we can just put a ton of stuff in all at once, I'm guessing. And then how do I put it in? I don't understand. Two, confirm. Deposit. Yes. Okay. Did they say we lose our gill as well? I want to see if there's somewhere I can get a fishing rod first before I deposit my gill. No, Kentucky Fried Chocobo! Red, you're going to end up getting banned just like Martigasm for being mean to chocobos. It's not allowed on this channel.
Oh, Chocobo!
This is the Clock Tower Piazza. You can tell because of the fountain. He doesn't seem to be here either. That leaves the mines area and the residential district. The search continues. Later, Chocobo. Okay, so can we go to these areas now? Because we weren't allowed up here before. Ooh, we can. So we need to buy seeds to plant flowers, and we need fishing rods.
Chocobo.
You've met Freya before, right? She's a fiery personality. No, I don't know who that is. Have I met Freya? Oh, can I go on this? Oh, that's so cute. I don't know why stuff like this always makes me really happy in games. It's completely 100% pointless. But just look at his face. Just look how much he's enjoying it. His little mouth opens. How do we get off? That's so cute. Seesaw. Oh, I need a friend, right? Oh, the goblin's with us. That's so adorable. Why has he got like chocobo feet? It's not. Hang on a minute. That's not the goblin. It's another chocobo. Where did he come from? Just some random chocobo, black chocobo wandering around with a little helmet on. Oh, what's this? He just gave me a letter. Hi. That was so cute. Chocobo obtained mystery person's letter 2. My dear Freya, I always imagined one day you'd have a child and bring them here to this park. I made the seesaw here just for you, my dear daughter, the apple of my eye. If you happen to find this letter one day, I hope you'll remember me fondly. Love always, Figo. Oh. You need to go on the slide now, right? Whee! Oh, I don't know why these things please me so much. Right, let's see, what do we got here? Amori's house. Can I go up here? No. Nope. Come on, there's got to be some fun stuff in here, some new information, or I don't know, something, right? No, nothing. Okay, whose house is this? Charlotte's house. Oh, this is nice. I like this little round conservatory. Doesn't seem to be anything we can interact with though. I don't think I can get to the stairs. Nope. Oh, that's it. Maybe regular people don't have stuff in their houses that we can use. I always feel like I need to search everywhere for hidden items. Can't get up there. The room's good until someone asks you to put something in the corner. This looks like almost like an outdoor patio in the house. It's interesting. There doesn't seem to be anything in any of these houses. Come on, game, don't make me waste my time. Give me some secrets. Oh, we've got a secret fishing spot here. I still don't have a fishing rod though. Oh, where is this going to? I guess this must be the sea. On the left of the house it lit up? Really? You're just teasing me now, right, Red? Let's check this one out. This is like a very grand mansion-y type. What's Sid doing here? Sid! Oh, is this a library maybe? Nope, nothing here. Maybe this. There's the mayor. It seems as though Omori has finally gotten used to life here in Lost Time. You see, there's a woman named Omori who lives in this town, though I must say I'm worried about her. Come to think of it, I can't seem to recall when Omori first started living here. That's because you've lost your memories. Well, no use crying over lost memories. Dardola should know more than I do anyway. Oh, okay, we got information from books. An Angler's Diary by Maris. Wait, don't actually get to read it? No? The crystals are new, Pastor Morgan. Chasing down Hero X by the Hero Fan Club. Did we find something? Chocobo obtained. Mystery Person's Letter 5. By the time you read this, I won't be in Memoria anymore. One day the great darkness spoken of in fairy tales will come and devour everything we know. But I write this letter in the hopes that it might help save the city and its people. Never forget what was swallowed by the darkness, and go forward with faith in your heart. Oh, we better check the other side now then. Didn't look at any of these. Oh, okay, there's nothing on this side. Oh, no, that's just Sid, right? Sid, move your fat ass and let me get past. Oracle Directory, Town Council document. I think that's it. Still no fishing rod. I am displeased. Let's check out the other side. Oh, this looks like an industrial district. Oh, what have we got here? Harry's Hardware.
Howdy.
Fred, why would you do that? Why would you take my fishing rod? Oh, we can buy a cloth bag. Does this mean we've got bigger inventory? Yes, I'm definitely interested. Let's have a look. What's he got? Potion. Okay, we should get some of these because we haven't got any. What does this do? Necklace that removes curses. Teleport wings. I think that's... Appraisal glasses. Selects... Specs that appraise a single item. I guess we probably should get those, right? Do we have to use one for each item, or is that like something like a key item? I don't know. Spectacles possessing the uncanny power to appraise an unknown item cannot be set as a shortcut. That doesn't... Is it consumable or is it... I don't know. Doesn't say anywhere. Oh, we don't want to discard it. Okay. Let's see. What else have we got here? Here's another Moogle. I'm Mog the Moogle. So this is... Do we think that this is the Dungeon Hero X, right? Without his disguise on. Nice to meet you, Kupo. I think it is. Is he gonna say anything else? Have you visited the silo? I think you'll find it pretty interesting, Kupo. I'm Mog the Moogle. Nice to meet you. Are you noticing anything else? Nothing else going on here? What's this? That book's not for you yet. Come back later and I'll let you know if you're ready, Kupo. Aww. Spoil sport. What else have we got here? Oh, look, it's got a little hammock. don't think we can actually do anything in here right now. Okay, who's this?
Hmm? You're that Chocobo character I've heard so much about.
Oh, this
I'm
is Freya.
Nice to meet ya.
Why didn't you get to meet her?
Freya!
Oh, what's up, Sherma? We don't see you here in Lost Time very often.
She doesn't like having her memories wiped.
It's Raffaello. Raffaello's missing.
Oh, you mean that mystery baby, right? The one that helped Mayor Gale remember about the vault and stuff? Huh. I wouldn't mind remembering something myself. Hey, hold on. I feel like maybe I can?
No, 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 don't start ringing the bell again.
What were we talking about again? Whatever. Couldn't have been that important if I forgot. Anyways, Sherma, Chocobo, time to get cracking. Wait, get cracking at what exactly?
Is she gonna be maybe the blacksmith or something? Oh no, we're gonna go into her memories next.
Ray is affected too. Could that light be Raffaello?
Okay, I want to have a little look around first, and then maybe we'll go do another dungeon. I want to find a fishing rod. I'm determined that somebody here has one for me. The name's Ran. I know everything about this neck of the woods. Do you know where I can buy a fishing rod? No. Well then, you're no good to me. Ooh, what's this? Do the signs actually say anything in this game? Are they not readable? This looks like a mine. Can we go here or not? Maybe not. Nope. Okay, I guess it's dungeon time then. Here we go. Oh look, we got a little gobby friend. Come on, Gobbo. Hello, Mog.
To the amazing Dungeon Hero Escapade. Get ready for today's Whisperweed transmission. It's advice on.
You can walk in place by pressing X and circle, Pupo. It'll recover your HP too. What does that mean, walk in place? I don't understand. Okay, so if you press both together, he does a little jog on the spot. So you can recover HP that way. Okay. We'll try that out when we need it. We humbly accept this honour. Buddies have the same level as Chocobo. Their level increases alongside Chocobo's. Buddies collapse when their HP falls to 0, but recover when you advance to the next floor. Some buddies boast special characteristics or elemental weaknesses and resistances. You can check a buddy's characteristics and from a status screen or the buddy registry. Buddy's attack and defense stats are boosted by the equivalent stats on Chocobo's currently equipped talons and saddle. Essentially, the better equipment Chocobo wears, the stronger buddies become. Move towards an adjacent buddy to push them in that direction. Only Chocobo can push or initiate a swap, so hold circle and move towards. Okay. Oh, so if we're like stuck behind, we can just how do I ow. So I'm guessing we need to get it so that the buddies are not directly behind us like that so that they can join in the fight? I don't know. A lot of these corridors are very narrow. Maybe it's better for him to go ahead. Oh, okay, so he just fights at the same time as you. Oh, we got another collar. A jeweled collar. I forgot to put my gill in storage before we came here. I hope we don't lose it. You can now bring Mandra along as your buddy. Okay. It's a bit more awkward travelling with the buddy than it was previously. Okay, let's go to the next level. The four of us will fulfill our divine duty. What level's this? Brands? Some of the talons and saddles that Chocobo equips sometimes possess special effects called brands. Most brands are beneficial and bestow bonuses like resistances or extra effects, but others imbue negative effects. Select a piece of equipment, blah 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 blah. What did I pick up then? Okay, so this is purple. This needs to be appraised. How do we do that? Can we do that in the dungeon? Use. Bejeweled collar. Okay, so I'm guessing it's a disposable item. A very gorgeous collar. How is it? Is there any difference then? Okay, I should have used it on the fire saddle, probably. Elegant collar with great resale value, so maybe I'm just supposed to sell it. I don't know. Oh, didn't even see that there. Turn around. Oh. Oh no, my gobbo is poisoned. We're both poisoned. Right, I don't know if I'm supposed if I should always search the entire dungeon or whether I should just progress as quickly as possible when I find the stairs. We shall pray to the guardian beasts that protect this town. Why does it feel like it's getting dark? What's going on? Oh, is this a time mage? What's... Oh! Let me attack. Okay, that's doing like quite a bit of damage. Not great. Let's just get on there. So, how do we do this? Stand on the spot. Regain HP. Come on, march, little Chocobo, march. Let the goblin fight the big bad, whatever. So, is this making time go? Is that why all the monsters are coming? While you're marching, is the time going and then they all respawn again? I don't know. Could do something with poison resistance, I guess. Turn around. I need a potion. Wow, that thing was evil. That did a lot of damage when it blew up. Ouch! Okay, what did I just pick up? What kind of saddle was this? So we've got 2 fire saddles. Okay, so we need to definitely get more of those appraisal items. As oracles of the crystals and the guardian beasts. Ouch. These things are starting to do more damage. Oh, got a humble collar. Oh, it needs appraising? Okay. Got some gizzle greens. We shall work to preserve the good of this town. collar. So I'm guessing we can just make some gil from selling all this stuff. Okay, I don't really want to fight this. It's evil. Ooh. Let's see what this does. Attack the foe ones with heavy goblin punch. Oh, he's not in the right place, so that obviously didn't do anything. Okay, so I guess, how do you get him to move into position? If he's asleep, maybe... Maybe now we can see what it does? Oh, he's run out. He can't do anything else. Okay, well that's not so bad if we can actually one-shot the bombs. Oh! No! Tomberries! Evil. I don't know why Tomberries always strike such fear in me. I think it's from playing Final Fantasy XI. Oh man, these do so much damage. Fire Talons, I guess they probably need appraising as well. Are we... can't carry appraisal glasses, but we need those. Definitely have to put something else down. Let's get rid of polishing cream. We can use the glasses. And appraise. What should we appraise? The fire saddle. Fire saddle -1. So, does this protect against fire damage, maybe? Let's have a look. Okay, it gives fire resistance. I'm guessing that's what that means. Saddle blessed by fire spirits. It reduces the amount of fire damage taken. Base defense 5. No brand. So we're going to lose 4 defense if we equip that. So it's probably best not to. I mean, it's going to help against the bombs, but maybe not anything else. We got more. Let's okay. Let's. We need a bigger bag again. Let's drop something. Pick up the appraisal. Oh no, there were warp wings that time. Okay. Let's just use this because this did some decent damage to it last time. Okay, maybe we should have equipped it. Okay, I'm gonna use a potion. You can now bring Vulture along as your buddy. As guardian of the town's flames of life. These are fire talons. Probably should pick those up. Have we already got some though? Let's just have a look. Fire saddle, fire talons. Appraisal glasses. Okay, let's drop something. need to eat some of these. I can pick these up. Okay, let's use the appraisal glasses. Let's I'm going to appraise. Where are they? Oh, here we go. I wonder if the other fire saddle might be a better quality one. Let's have a look. Okay, so we only lose 1 defense, but it's going to give us protection against fire. Let's use that. Especially if we're going to be fighting more of those bombs. Yeah, look at there's loads of them. Let's try out this goblin punch. Oh, nice. That wasn't too shabby. I shall safeguard the forge so that the people may protect themselves. Let's explore a little bit before we hit stairs. Fight, I don't think. Rory, how are you doing? How's it going? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Double booked for today. No, I'm going to be... I didn't realise the time. No, I will be finishing. I'll be finishing very soon. I'll just finish this dungeon and then I will be with you guys. I didn't realise the time. I thought I'd only just started streaming. But it's like... It's obviously been... It's been a couple of hours. Misfits and maps. Did I? That's not good. Well, we'll just forget about the maps then, shall we? I don't think anybody signed up anyway, apart from us. Maybe. I think more people signed up to Misfits. Oh, we got this. What is this? Slow down a foe and knock them back. 3 people in game want to run them. Okay, we could do an hour of maps and then we can do Misfits. Does that sound good? So do I pledge as Oracle of this town? It's a good job you came on more because I didn't realise the time. Okay, this looks evil. Oh, wrong thing. Let's do a goblin punch. I think I've run out of, yeah, I've run out of ability points. I don't think I have anything that actually replenishes them. I think they just come back over time. Damn it, poisoned. This fire saddle, I think we're just gonna have to... Maybe we can drop the fire saddle -1.
Cool.
Hey, Kupo.
Dungeon Hero Excaball. Get ready for today's Whisperweed transmission. It's at
I thought that was the final floor of the dungeon. I thought we were finished. Now your bag is full. Now your bag will get full if you try to carry too many items. Yeah, I know. Got a full bag and feeling blue? Well, quit your frowning and go see Blaroo. He'll keep whatever you want in his storage facility, Kupo. Can I save in the middle of a dungeon? I don't know if I can. I think I'm bookmark, right? No. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, I think this is going to be the end anyway. We found the baby.
Chocobo. Choco.
I might not be able to use magic or swing a sword, but I can hone blades and shields to be as powerful as they can be. I can help those who stand and fight. That's my true strength. I'm a blacksmith. Freya of the Forge. That's me.
Oh, I thought she was a blacksmith.
Raffaello, Chocobo. Thank goodness you made it back.
Rory, are you planning on going to do the treasure hunt as well? If you are, do you want to get started and I will meet you as soon as I log on? I'll come and meet you there.
Don't you leave me alone again, alright?
Oh, I finally remembered something. I'm a blacksmith.
How many people wanted to do it? Because obviously if we haven't got enough, then we'll have to cancel anyway.
Lost time's finally
Then we could do
regained the power of
Misfits.
fire.
You're explaining maps in FC chat. Is it new people? Because if it's new people that just joined recently, then I don't want to let them down.
Chocobo, Raffaello, this is all because of you. Thanks a million. All right, time to get cracking. I'm Freya of the Forge.
Okay, that'll be 4 of us. That's enough. We can just like spend an hour and then we can do Misfits afterwards.
Goodness, Freya's back to normal.
Yeah, not very good double booking. Freya's Forge. At the Forge you can hone, fuse and unbrand talons and saddles to strengthen them. Honing adds +1 to selected equipment. You can hone up to 5 times at once. The number of times you can hone equipment recovers by 1 every 10 dungeon floors you clear. Fusion lets you strengthen a saddle or a pair of talons by combining it with another. You can fuse the brand and add plus value to the second piece of equipment into the first, and the second piece will disappear. Okay, this is confusing me already. Unbranding lets you remove 1 brand from selected equipment. Okay. You can now bring Freya along as your buddy. Oh, cool. Now this. No, it's got to be... I've been thinking about this all wrong. Yes, yes! This is it. I knew it was somewhere in here. Huh? What's all the hullabaloo? You kind of startled me with all the shouting. Ah, sorry. I'd better get going then. Whoops, one last thing, Mayor Gale. Oh, what is it? Where are the Fugo mines? The Fugo mines? They're in the mines area, though no one goes there anymore. Mines in the mines area? Makes sense. Alright, time to get this adventure started. Okay, so I should be able to save now. Here we go. Okay, so I will be back tomorrow with some more, everybody. Chocobo dungeons. And, yeah, I will see you all very soon. Thanks everyone for hanging out. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care now. Bye bye.